on March the 4th
10:37.
at 10:35. We're a little late waiting on quorum. There are no members from the community present this morning, but present are Kenny Stringfellow and Joy LeCount, board members, Donna Swartz, our trustee, and Julie Peterson, our clerk. And first thing on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the February meeting.
Make a motion that we get them minutes.
I will second that motion. Those in favor say aye. Aye. The motion carried. Those opposed? Nobody to oppose. Those minutes will be approved. Do you have the minutes signed? You need to sign them.
You need that.
Okay. Next on the agenda is old business. The water contamination issue. Do you want to report on the cancellation of that contract with the consultation company?
Yeah, SES is the testing company.
Mhm.
And they came in last Wednesday and took another sample, so they're still, but I have not seen any statistics yet. We should be
Mhm.
getting close to that 2-year mark where they said they'll be able to start assimilating all of the
Mhm.
statistics from that, but we are getting the reports. I haven't gotten the report from what he did last week. We did have a legal advisor who was reviewing all of the reports and any communication between us and Fricks. And because things have quieted down, and the test reports are getting better, we opted to go ahead and cancel that legal consultation company, because they were invoicing us, lawyers are expensive.
Mhm.
And so we feel like we're out of kind of the danger zone. So an email was sent after we paid the last invoice to cancel that. And we're just monitor ourselves. We can always rehire them if we have to later.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on that, Kenny?
Nope.
Okay. Status of the Township Bell project.
We sent a thank you note for the donation that we received for installing it. It's just a matter now of getting it's heavy, getting some young men to help lift it into a truck so we can take it, and the welders can give us a quote on fixing the, whatever that is, steel, metal, whatever kind of metal that is, the mounting bracket.
Fast. I guess.
So we just got to round up some of these busy young men to help us lift it. I don't think Julie and I are going to make it.
Where's the bell at?
It's back in the storage shed back here.
I could bring the loader down to load it if they wanted to.
Well, Jonathan, my son, he lifted it off, not that he should have, but he lifted it off the back of his
By
truck and
himself?
put it. I know. I didn't watch. He just told me he did that. I don't know how he did it. Cause it's, yeah,
They're heavy.
I would rather have two. So it just take a couple guys to do it. We just gotta get them rounded up. Well, once it starts getting nicer out, I think it'll be easier.
Okay. The Veterans Memorial update.
The next step for us, while we're waiting, cause it's gonna be June or July. Probably before we install, so we'll probably do like a dedication maybe for, I don't know. It'll probably be next fall before we do it.
Veterans Day, maybe?
Maybe Veterans Day will be good. We have to create a QR code and send it to them, and they're going to work on getting that aspect of it.
Anything else on that? Any questions, Kenny? On that? No? Okay. All right. Any other old business that is not on the agenda? If not, we'll move on to new business and the adoption of the 2025 annual report, which you gave us last month, right?
Kenny, did you get a copy? I feel like, didn't you,
I had a copy, I think.
I think we gave it to Emily and
were signing it?
find out
Yeah.
your stuff.
I don't know what I did with mine, but I know I have one somewhere here.
Did you have any
I think
questions?
it's right here.
Yeah, that looks like it.
I didn't.
Yeah. I'd make a motion, we adopt that report.
Aye.
Report.
I will second that. Any further discussion? If not, those in favor say aye. Aye, the motion passed.
Now I need signatures on this. So Kenny, if you can sign right there, and then, Joy, you have to sign in two spots.
Which one, it don't matter,
Any of those three.
okay.
Yep. That top blank under my signature, that is you, Joy. And then downward, Kenny.
Oh,
Your pocket.
VA is supposed to be calling me back for 3 days and they haven't done it yet.
Is that normal?
No, that's not normal. I'm kind of ticked off, but what's new about that?
I think we're all there.
Okay. Next on the agenda, the update of Senate Bill 270, which is referring to mergers of townships.
So I think everybody's heard it did pass. It has not been signed by the governor yet, but it did pass. So it is based on a point system, which I printed out. This is kind of a review. This is the most recent that the Indiana Township Association provided as far as a self-score tool for points. If you have 4 or more points, you are required to merge. At this point, I feel like we have 2 points. This is based off of the years 2023 and 2024. The other points I think are going to be dictated by the Department of Local Finance. We kind of have to wait and see how they interpret the bill. So I don't know,
And I made a copy of this. This is kind of I got that off of the, state's website last evening, and, that's kind of a overview of the requirements. And we may not have to do that if we only have 2 points.
this is mostly, I feel like, about if you have to merge.
Mhm.
So the points,
You gonna merge with other townships or what?
well,
No.
if you get too many points, so here's an example. This is one of the ways to get points. Township assistance. Did your township provide township assistance in 2023 or 2024? If you say yes, you don't get any points. If you say no, you get 2 points. And if you get 4 or more, then you have to merge. So we, in 2023 and 2024, we did provide assistance. Now, I don't know what the contingency plan is, but we did not provide assistance in 2025. So if that happens, there might be a required merge later, because we're definitely going to get 1 point because we do not manage a fire and EMS.
Right,
Mhm.
And we are definitely going to get a point. What was the other definite point?
Is filling the ballot still part of it?
Well, but this is 23, 24. So that
Oh.
ballot would have been 18 and 22. We filled the ballots, so we won't get a point for that.
Yeah,
But the contingency plan, we will. So there's going to
Well-
be 4 points right there.
but
in
we have until June the 1st to fill the vacancy.
Okay, I don't know that the wording, I guess I need to look at the wording to make sure they're talking about the primary, or are they talking about the general?
Doesn't matter, the primary is not the final thing.
Okay. Okay, so
But
you
we'll
think
have-
that it's just. the
We'll
gen-
have to fill the spot since Kenny didn't get,
well, I went up there and tried to get
I
signed
know.
up.
I know,
I was, God,
I understand.
I was,
So the county chairman can fill that vacancy after the primary, but before the end of June. That's the law. At least that's what used to be the law.
Okay, so it's all about the general, so.
Exactly.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we might be okay there, but, I'm just frustrated because we're getting punished. I'm just gonna make this statement because I'm getting recorded. We're getting punished because our citizens are self-sufficient and can take care of themselves, and we didn't give out assistance. And we're gonna get punished because we were trying to be efficient and economical, because one of the ways you get points is if your budget was under 100,000.
Mhm.
So shame on me, because I was trying to make sure we didn't spend a lot of tax dollars.
But for those who did come to apply, there's a ruling that you have to follow, requirements that they have to meet as well. Is that correct?
For assistance.
For assistance?
Correct,
Because the state makes those rules, correct?
correct,
And you follow those rules.
correct. It's about a 10-page application that they have to fill out. We have an interview. And it's very good steps. It's the state has set up, I feel like it's a legit, review of, is there a way to make sure that you can self-sustain yourself? And if you can't, then we help. But if you can, let's guide you. And we have a lot of different organizations in the county, nonprofits, that help people before us. Like, we're supposed to be the last resort, not the
And-
first resort.
And we have helped a lot of people get connected with
Yes,
Common Grace.
yeah,
And find food pantries and other things like that too, or
yes.
this assistance, Bright Point.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
But shame on us that we don't have a lot of people filling out the application. Now, if This is just about them applying. It's not about them getting accepted or denied. It's about applying. And we just don't have that many. We have good people in our township that take care of business. So, very frustrating.
Well, how many points is that?
One. Everything's, oh, sorry, township assistance 2. Everything else is 1 point.
It's also dirty.
Absolutely, absolutely backwards. So,
Well, the whole thing is because the people at the state level have no idea that not all townships are like municipal townships, and they function differently.
correct.
And the rural people are the people who need the services of a township more so than
Correct.
other communities.
So we are kind of in a holding pattern right now. I do not feel like Elkhart Township is going to hit the 4 points on this round. My concern is the contingency plan going forward. And I haven't heard that there is a contingency plan, that this is going to be reviewed every year for points. I have not heard that.
Yeah,
They're
it-
so
it-
focused on this.
I don't think the law at the moment says that either.
Right. And if it's like some of the other bills they've passed, it gets done and forgotten and then it's never followed up on. So I don't know. I don't know.
The
what the
law is
contingency
30 pages.
No. If maybe there's a contingency plan in there.
I haven't read it all yet,
Yeah.
but I just got this synopsis, and I think this synopsis only maybe doesn't even apply to us. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what was on the state's.
This is good to know and keep in case we do hit the 4 points.
Mhm.
We're not gonna know that until the DLGF was gonna send supposedly an email out to every township and tell them where they're at, where they scored.
Yeah, and they have to do that by December.
And this doesn't go into effect until 2029 that the mergers and everything has to
Mhm.
take place.
Mhm. Well, anyhow, I just got this yesterday and didn't have time to read it all, but I will before we meet again. Okay, thank you for that update, Donna. Additional appropriation hearing for the walking path repave project and remainder of the VA memorial. And you should have a copy of that, or I think you got one of those last month, Jenny, but here's my copy that you can look at.
So last year, this appropriation was approved, but we did not get around to completing these projects. So I had to reapply for the additional appropriation. So this is a hearing for that. The adoption will be at the April meeting. But
Is there anyone present who has any questions? If there is no one from the public here, there are no questions.
I just want to say that I did get a revised quote for the repaving. It actually went down a little bit.
Oh, that's good news. That's good news.
I mean, little bit, but it's,
Well,
we'll
5
just say
cents
it's the
is better
same.
than 10. I mean, 10 cents is better than 5.
Yeah, we'll just say it's the same.
Okay. Then the hearing will be at our April meeting, so we want to be sure to have as good attendance on the board as we can have, so that could be approved. And, hopefully then we can get the contract signed and get those projects done. And Kenny, there's a document, I think, did you sign the, internal controls? I haven't signed that either. Oh, yeah.
That one, I don't know.
Oh, Jerry was the chairman.
Yeah, you don't need to sign there.
You
Right
need to
there.
sign there and there. Come on.
Well, there's my pen.
This is just internal controls that you're signing regarding how we do double checks on anything that has to do with the finances between Julia and I, and then the board also. You guys get all the info on finances. Sorry, Julie, what?
I was looking at the
There you go.
Okay. Is there any additional?
I-
um,
I do have one more thing. I got asked to go to a meeting in Topeka about, they're looking at forming a fire territory. And it's something that for us to think about. He has a PowerPoint presentation also, but we're gonna run out of black ink if I print it also. So I will email it to you to read over. It was mainly about where fire contracts are heading. So, fire territories versus, the county designating the fire districts, correct?
Yes, I know, there's been a big flap over in Allen County.
Yes, yes. And so they are looking, and because we have a contract with Topeka, that's why I was invited. They are looking into that up in LaGrange County. And we would be invited to participate in that if we want to. The main advantage to a territory is that the board members are the community members. So there'd be someone from our community, well, from either trustee or the board that would be on that board. You'd have a say versus the county just telling you. And I don't know where Noble County is going with all
So
that.
if you belong to a territory, would that give you a reduction in your points?
No, because we would not be managing it. It's all about managing. Having a station or EMS or.
If you were a member on the board, you would be managing it.
Still feel like that might be more like a soup.
I think because the money's not in my budget, it probably doesn't.
It's all in the wording. It's all in the legal
You're paying
wording.
them a contract, you're paying a contract to them.
Yeah. Somebody asked that in the Indiana Township Zoom I was on, and they were like, no, it's about actually having a fire department, which we don't. So, just so you guys know that I went to that. Yeah, I guess we could build one, but
No, no, not until,
with one little it'll truck for, grass fires.
well, I think Larry Palmer has an old truck over there. Maybe we could rent it.
We can add on to this building.
Well, it's sitting out at his place.
Oh, well. You just say manage his truck over there.
Probably not operational. Is there anything else to come before this meeting today before we get back? We better get back on track here.
I think that was the last thing I had.
All right, then if that's the case, do you have anything, Kenny, to bring up? Just get it on your calendar because it's important for you to be here next month.
Yeah, well, I got it on the calendar at home. I thought the meeting was next week, but I
Well,
don't know how I got that.
today is the 4th, but that's how it is.
First Wednesday of every month is
Yeah.
what we're
Okay,
gearing toward.
So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.